This video contains mature content. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi guys, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Thank you to all my subscribers, to my visitors, all of you guys. I really appreciate you all. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, next day, wherever you may be in the world. So guys, I want to entitle this, Stop Chasing Darkness. Stop Chasing Darkness. And there's a lot of my brothers and sisters in Christ who are chasing after a man or a woman that's pretty much putting you through heartache, pain, headache. You don't know who you're going to be dealing with, on a day-to-day basis, weekly basis. It may be good for a month, 6 weeks, and then they go back to doing what they're doing, and you're going back and forth. And the whole time, you know that you need to let go of this relationship. You may hear through other people. You may be experiencing it for yourself. The Lord have already spoken to you, but you continue on in this relationship. And it's almost as if you're hoping that the Lord will change this person. And you have to realize people must want to change. People have to want to change. You know that the Lord never forces us to be, to serve him or anything. And guys, sometimes you're chasing down somebody that they may like some things about you, but they don't like you enough to commit to you and to do right by you. And guys, you have to think about this. Sometimes you're chasing around a person who is sleeping around, who's doing a lot of things, who disappear. You can't find them. Then they reappear. They have excuses. And a lot of it is going to be turned back on you. They flip it and then make you feel guilty for asking or for suspecting them. Okay? When a person is consistently inconsistent, then that is an indication that your red flags and all that you're feeling and your apprehension is not invalid. When someone is consistently inconsistent, that means they're not consistent. They're not really trustworthy. They are consistent in deceit. They are consistent in lies. They're consistent in being present 1 minute and MIA the next. A person that is consistently inconsistent, this is an indication that this person have other things going on. There are moments in their lives that they don't want to be found, guys. And it can't always be that the cell phone wasn't working. They didn't have batteries. It wasn't turned on. They left it in the car. They left it at home. They didn't get your call. They had bad reception. Guys, when you're hearing that type of stuff all the time, tied into other areas in their lives in which there is some sort of just indiscretions and inconsistencies and missing puzzle pieces. Guys, the Lord is showing you. He's showing you who this person is. Remember, especially when you're a child of God, he is going to reveal the character of that individual. He's going to show you what's going on. Certain things are going to just be uncovered. You may be married to this person. The Lord begins to reveal things to you. Okay, sometimes you just get an intuition, you get a feeling, discernment kicks in, intuition kicks in, whatever you want to call it, but the Lord will show you. And some of you may have especially those of you that are married, you have a spouse that will make you feel bad if you saw something in their phone or you saw something on their tablet or their email. And guys, whatever your relationship is, especially when you are intimately involved with someone and you're married to them. Now, guys, as believers of Christ, if we are unmarried, we should not be having any sort of intimacy, okay? Meaning we are sleeping with someone. But especially those of you that's married or something has been discovered, guys, on any level, whether you're single, you're married, engaged, when the Lord reveals things to you and that person tries to flip it and make you feel like, oh, I can't believe you looked in here. I can't believe you didn't close this. I can't believe you checked this. Guys, something that the Lord revealed to me, and I'm going to share with you, and I've said it in another video, is that there is no privacy in truth. There is no privacy in truth. God reveals secrets. Sometimes you don't have to look. Sometimes the Lord will not tell you to look. It will be that that person messed up and left something open and you will find it. It could be that someone reached out to you and contacted you. It could be that they accidentally sent you a text or accidentally sent you an email that they meant to send to someone else. Guys, have you ever had that? You're with somebody and you get this text from them and the whole content of the text and the way they're talking, it's completely different from how they will talk to you. Even the name that they're using, whatever the term of endearment may be, is something that he or she has never ever said, never called you by that word, that term, and they try to tell you that it was for you. Guys, this is when the Lord causes things to fall on your lap. And so you find people that you're chasing after darkness. But guys, let me ask you something. Why would you think about this? If it is you have a woman that's running around town and she's sleeping around with other people. Guys, men, why would you want that? Why do you want this woman that she's playing games? She's sleeping around with other people. You've had some near misses with her already. She may have given you something and deny it. You have to think about this woman is laying down with other men. God knows what she's doing. She could be performing oral sex on another man. There's another man putting his sexual organ in her mouth, on different parts of her body, doing these different things. You don't know. He could be a freak and he may be into women doing things, performing all types of little things, putting their mouth on his rectum, meaning on his, his anus, doing these different things, guys. And maybe that man that she sleeps with doesn't do that. But if he is sleeping around with other people, there are men who sleeping with other men, doing all types of different things, guys. And then you have this woman who is like a city without walls. She's all over the place. She's with this guy, talking to this one, talking to that one, dealing with this one, sleeping with that one. Okay. A lot of times when you find a woman that says, this is just my friend, but yet she will insult you for that friend. She will argue you down to a nub for that friend. You don't know where she is at certain periods of time. She is scheduled. Her disappearances are on schedule. You're not going to find her between this time and this time. You're not going to be able to reach her between this time on this time, between this time and this time, these hours, and on this particular day. Guys, when you see those consistencies going on, she's doing something. All right. And so some of you've discovered it. She's cheated on you. She's done all these different things. And guys, you want to sleep with a woman who is laying down with another man. He is exchanging saliva with her. He is releasing his semen on her, depending what they are doing, performing all types of different things. And depending on if he's sleeping with different women who's sleeping with different men, that whole combination, guys, is all going in on this woman. And now she comes to you having been touched and kissed and just sucked on in different ways by another man. And this is what you want to lay with. This is when you want to take a chance with, guys. And a lot of times, some of these women that have your head going this way is because either you have slept with her already, so you feel some sort of a soul tie with her. You are tied to her spiritually. She gives you this good sex, this mind-blowing sex. But guys, any sex that does not come from God, or she has good sex, it is a way to entrap you, because all she wants to do is give you sex to trap you until she gets what she wants. Withhold sex to get what she wants, to get her way from you, or put it on you real good to withhold it from you, to play these games, guys. And anything like that comes from darkness. Satan plays games. Demons manipulate and plays games. Try to trap you, try to lure you. Okay? So guys, I would ask you, is this woman worth it? No matter how beautiful she is, you have to think about how absolutely filthy in spirit she is. She is like a collector of debris, because she's going all over the place and doing different things. And guys, whatever you may see on the surface, there's more to it. There's certain things God may allow you to see, and certain things he protects you from because it's too much for you. But what he's trying to show you is this person is not for you. And let's talk about the ladies. Ladies, you're chasing down this man. He's doing all these different things. He's cheated. Now, I know for a fact that, women can tolerate a lot more than perhaps a man will. And so you're with this man. He's putting you through all these changes. You've caught him a few times. You've caught him in lies. You may have caught him in situation. He was able to explain his way out of it. There's a woman calling you up. He's messing around with different people, or he is also consistently inconsistent. He is scheduled to go missing. He is scheduled to break up with you out of the blue for no reason and just not be with you for a weekend. He fights with you during the week, get into a big argument with you so he can disappear all weekend long and maybe roll up around Monday, Tuesday time. Okay? You have to realize that when you see someone is consistently inconsistent, they're consistent, the times that they are disappearing and you can't find them, it is on schedule. Something else is going on, guys. And the Lord will show you this stuff. He's shown it to you. You are chasing after a man who's probably sleeping with another woman, laying with her, perhaps having unprotected sex with her, perhaps performing oral sex on her, putting his mouth on her. Okay, you have men who like to do what they call rim jobs. Okay, so that means this man likes to just have a woman to sit on his face and actually place her rectum, okay, the opening of her butt, on his mouth, on his face. And he's doing all types of stuff. Oh, I don't believe he'll do that. Guys, sin will take you further than you want to believe. He may be the one sitting on somebody else's face, a woman's face, doing all types of different things. You have men who enjoys not only fellatio or cunnilingus, meaning enjoy doing oral sex on other women, but sometimes they like to actually put their mouth on the woman's rectum, on the woman's anus, licking that. What they call is eating groceries. You will find men that's your man that you're chasing down. Your husband can be going across town, eating groceries, doing different women, and doing stuff unprotected, guys. Because he may have a routine with a specific woman, okay? And because they've grown closer, he's taking chances. He's taking risks. And guys, even if someone is using protection, that is not going to keep them from other types of communicable disease. Let's say, for example, if this woman has herpes, let's say she has other type of diseases that are genital warts. Now, sometimes those things are present and sometimes they're not. I remember a long time ago, because I was in the medical field, we had soldiers that went away for Christmas Exodus. This one guy came back. I guess he waited forever. Okay, slept with someone, got genital warts. Okay, he thought it was a little bump. He was trying to get rid of it, and of course, waited too long. By the time he got to us, his sexual organ almost looked like a little sea urchin. All types of the bumps had clustered and had just he waited so long. And he had genital herpes, guys. This stuff, genital herpes, genital warts is what he has. So he could have, the bumps are all around his sexual organ. And then it's also some on the inside in the hole. Guys, there are people that's like that. But they can go freeze them off, get it treated, and you don't know. And your husband, your man, could be the person that you're dating, can be going around and doing these different things. You find that a lot of times people that cheat and have problems with sexual issues, they are going to be rogue in the bed. That means they're going to be able to let your toes curl, ladies. They're going to be able to take you to that height of an orgasm and keep going and going. But it's all to trap you. And this is a type of sex that they're giving to other women. That's why they can't leave them alone. And then they have such a big appetite. You find that they just want to just be on top of you all the time, right? Or all of a sudden his normal increased appetite is diminished, and suddenly he doesn't want to touch you, but he keeps disappearing. Ladies, why do you want to sleep with a man that has his mouth on another woman's behind, in another woman's behind? Why do you want to be with this man that is doing all types of stuff? Why do you want to be with this man who is putting his sexual organ in another woman's mouth, and you don't know where her mouth has been, having sexual intercourse with her, having anal sex with her? He's probably doing all types of different things, because the more they operate in infidelity, the more open they become. And so you are fighting over this man. You want him so bad. But don't you realize that every time that woman is on him and he is within her, they're exchanging not only things physically. Let's talk about that. Every time she's excited, her natural moisture, lubrication, her sense, her pH balances, whatever stuff she has going on inside her vaginal areas, whoever she's been with, when she releases, all that stuff releases on your husband, this person you're dating, and in him, some of her sexual release, her discharge, and all of that is going on him, in him, through him, on him, inside his penile opening, all of that, guys. And that's why you're wondering how suddenly you are having this scent, ladies. All of a sudden you notice that your pH balance is all off. You may all of a sudden you have an odor and you don't know what's going on. All of a sudden you have to be going to the gynecologist's office a lot more than usual. And you know you're a clean person. Well, when you have a man, a husband, a partner who's going around and doing that, sometimes when they are having unprotected sex with other people, and he is mixing and matching, and he's doing all types of different things, and he comes home to you and he's sleeping with you, there is an exchange that is going on, guys. There's an exchange that happens where suddenly whatever her pH levels are, if it's higher and stronger than yours, if she has other issues going on, if she hasn't had an OBGYN appointment in a while, if she's had all types of she just have what we're going to call, a sick vagina. It's always something going on in there. And now he comes and lays with you. Now you are having problems and issues. Not only that, your emotions, guys, for both men and women, are going to be all over the place. When you are with a person, you're married to someone, or you're in a relationship with a person that is going all over the place and sleeping with different types of people, you are exchanging. They become one in flesh. The two become one flesh. And so that's why sometimes your personality, you're suddenly getting jumpy, you're suddenly getting paranoid, you suddenly have certain desires and habits, certain things are crossing your mind, perhaps during intercourse that was never there before. Little thoughts, perverse thoughts. You may notice certain things about him, about her. They want to do something different. Why? Because they have become one flesh with that person, and now they bring that person that spiritual connection, that those transference of spirits coming onto you. And that's why a lot of times when people are cheating, they can't act right with their spouse. They can't act right with their wife, their husband, or their partners, because they're connected to somebody else. So these are things that the Lord tries to keep you from. But there's so many people that will fight through all of that. You've been to the clinic already. Man, you've already had a fight or an argument with some guy about your lady, and that's just her friend, and that's just his friend, and all of this stuff is going on, but all this friendship stuff is disrespecting you in your relationship. And guys, I'm not talking about friends that are actually respecting the relationship and then just a jealous partner. No, we're talking about these friends, these relationships that they are willing to disrespect you for them. These friendships and relationships that comes before you. And guys, just to stick to the topic, this person is putting you through all types of hell. They've tried to sleep with your friend. They've tried to holler at your friend. They don't have respect for you. They continue to put you through different things. They're at a point that they're laughing at you when you're upset or when you're crying. They're at the point that they're taunting you when you're bringing up your concerns. You're at the point where he or she, they're blowing you off. They're doing all these different things. But you'll find that a lot of times these individuals, they will stay with you if you let them, because you no matter how much they're all over the place, they want stability. So they want to know they can come home to you. They're going to have your support. You're going to be there for them. You're going to still cook for them. You're still going to clean for them. They have, they can have their own pleasure in the house and then go out the door and do what they want to do. You have people women that's in your life, they probably not even your girlfriend, or you don't know what they are. You're paying their bills, you're helping them out. She always have a story. She's always crying about something, and she knows how to show up around payday, top you off sexually to get what she wants and disappear again. The same thing can happen to women. People start acting right when tax season is coming around or payday's coming around. And he does whatever he needs to do and be nice to you. And then all of a sudden, he's telling you he has a business trip that he has to go on. Ladies, you shouldn't be having to go through something where you are with this person and you see women smirking at you and laughing at you because they know they've been with him last night. He is sitting there texting and snickering and laughing around you, and know that he's talking to somebody else and making you feel like you're over the top because you can't handle him just texting and talking to his friends. He can just get up and just leave, start an argument with you, get you mad, and walk out the door and not come back home. Women are doing the same things. These are the things that God is trying to keep you from, because you're chasing darkness. This person is walking in darkness. This person is being led by demonic and unclean spirits. Unclean spirits sleep around with everybody. Demonic spirits are filthy, nasty. They don't care about the vessel. They don't care about that person's health. They want the sex. That's all they want. They want to enjoy and just do what they want to do. Just like in Genesis chapter 6, when the sons of God, they were called sons of God then, but they were actually fallen angels. They went in unto women and laid with them. So you find that now they need bodies. And so when you have people that have been habitually walking in sin and disobedience to God, or don't know God, don't care nothing about God, they're open to the elements of darkness and sin. So these people will go, they'll sleep around, do all types of stuff because they're being led by these dark spirits. And you're chasing the spirit that's coming in the form of your spouse or your husband, your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, because there are areas in their lives that's unsurrendered to God. They want to live how they want to live. They become open to demonic spirits that drives them to do all types of different things. Now, understand this. They are not being enslaved in the sense of, oh, they just can't control it. They choose to do certain things. Okay, they're choosing to walk in darkness. And so these spirits come upon them and they operate in it. A spirit is not going to be able to do something unless there's an opening. And so what is going on, guys, you're chasing after darkness. And so you're losing your peace. You're losing weight. You're losing your hair. You're losing your mind. You're losing your just everything that God has worked on in you. You're losing it for this person. And God is calling you out of that. And some of you are still going to marry this person. Some of you are so obsessed with the idea of marriage that you're going to marry this person no matter what. You feel like you're winning if you're with this person. You feel like you're winning if they take you to the altar. But don't you know that people look at you and just realize you are just the perfect idiot? And I'm not saying that to be mean. You're the one that's choosing to marry and lock into that. There's men and women that know what you're marrying. You're going to take them to the altar, and this person just needs to know that they can say, checkmate, I got them. They can say, I married them. They don't care now if y'all get divorced because at least they got you and you married them. Some people just want to know that they married you. They can prove to everybody that they married you. No matter what everybody said, I still got them to the altar. And they'll try to go through some stuff with you, but that's, after that, they don't care if they got divorced because they got married. But you need to think about that, guys, because some of you have a plan that this is what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. But the devil always takes you further. Sometimes you think you can get divorced, but then what's going to happen? You're going to be divorced by means of you coming out that house in a body bag. You may keep messing with a person that finally brings you a deadly disease. You may be messing with a person that's having an affair with someone that is dangerous, that is psychotic, and now they kill you and everybody in your house. I remember years ago at a duty station that I was stationed at, there was a woman. She was doing very well in the military. She was high up in rank and everything, but she was having an affair. She was having an affair with a man. And that man reached to a point that he went to her house, shot her husband at the door. And it happened on the military installation, military housing. He went there, shot her husband, killed her kids, and killed himself. This is what happens when people are cheating and messing with different folks. Because people are being driven by spirits. People can be messing with someone that's into witchcraft and all types of stuff. That's why, guys, the Lord allows room for divorce in the area of sexual immorality, because it opens up the door to so many different things. It is so dangerous to your health, to your spirit, to your family, to your house. Because you see, if the devil can bind a strong man, okay, which is to bind that man by him having an affair, or bind the strong man by letting you have a wife that's driving you crazy and your mind is not right. This is how the enemy can come in and totally take over your household. Okay, so what happens if you have a woman that's cheating, a wife that's cheating on you all the time and playing games? It can happen where that man that she's messing with can come in and kill you, or you being driven by your jealousy, you go out there and kill him, kill her, do all types of stuff. Now you're in prison, she's dead, and what's going on with the kids if you have children? You understand that? Women, you can think you're just playing you're just having a good time, or men, you think you're just having a good time. It's no big deal. And that woman is psychotic, and she comes in, she has, the enemy is putting this idea in her head that, you know what, if you were just gone, if your wife was gone, it wouldn't be a problem. Or if I can't have you, can't nobody else have you, then you have a murder suicide. These are the great ideas, quote unquote, great ideas that the enemy is putting in people's heads. So guys, I'm here to tell you that when the Lord is opening up your eyes and he's showing you things and he's showing you who these individuals are, because God reveals secrets, that is in the word. When he's showing it to you and he's giving you warnings, you need to take heed. You got to think about these people that's going around, sleeping around, laying around, licking around, okay, doing rim jobs, doing butt jobs, doing all types of stuff. Why would you want such a person? Why would you want, if you could see what's on this person, if you could just see all the different types of, what do you call those things? Critters that's on that person, you would not want them. If you see the spirit in which they're operating in, you would not want that person. And guys, sometimes you have to make tough choices and tough decisions. Some of you, you're single, you're just going through. And God is pulling you away from that. He's telling you, don't marry this person. Leave this relationship alone so you can have the peace of God and you can focus on the Lord. When you're busy chasing somebody down, or someone is doing something new and popping in and popping out, you're not able to focus on Christ because you're distracted. Your heart is broken. Your heart is going all over the place. And that's why the word of God says to guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. You guys, you have to be able to figure this out. And God will show you and show you and show you and show you. And no matter how much he shows you, you still go down the aisle with this person. And then you're surprised when they take it to the next level. Well, a lot of times there are people, when they have hurt you so many times and they've lied to you and they've done certain things and you stay there, you're telling them, no matter what I do, I will be with you. So they continue to do stuff and continue to hurt you. And they may even break up with you and leave you and go and do all they want to do, because they know at the end of all their trysts and all they're doing, they can come back to you and get good care and commitment. The Lord is showing you all of these things for a reason. You don't want that filthy, dirty person. You don't want somebody that's just all over the place. It's nasty. You don't want that, guys. And God is trying to prevent you. God is trying to prevent you and keep you from what he sees that's coming down the line. Guys, the murder suicides we may read about, the killings that we may hear about, people being killed in relationships, death, all the stuff, boyfriend, lovers killing, what makes Snapped the show that it is, where there's this love triangle. Guys, before it gets there in a believer's life, God is showing you now, so you don't ever have to meet up with that. and he gives you a window of opportunity to go. Trust the Lord for what and who he has for you, if that's the case. Because who God has for you is not going to add any sorrow. You're not going to have major issues like that. You're not going to be having elementary discussions with them about why commitment is right and why they should respect you and why they shouldn't do this. You don't think they already know that? They know that. That's why they hide it from you, because they know it's not right. You don't have time to be teaching a man and talking to him like he's a boy. You don't have the time to be talking to a woman and talking to her and lecturing her like she's a little girl. She already knows what's right, but they're going to resent you for it because they're adult. You shouldn't have to be clucking and talking to them over and over again. Put your life in God's hands. I know it may hurt you. It may hurt you to not be with them, but isn't it hurting you anyway to still be in a relationship with them? It's hurting you. You're being hurt being in a relationship with them. So if you're hurting as you heal and move forward in Christ, why not do that? Because I'm here to tell you, if God has someone else for you, there's someone else that's there, a man or woman that's dedicated themselves to the Lord, doing the will of God, doing the things that he's telling them to do. And you're over here getting yourself all hurt up and beat up and roughed up and germed up and getting diseased up and all types of stuff is going on with you, and you're losing your hair and you're losing weight. How can God present you to someone who has been disciplined? How is that fair to that person that's disciplining their flesh and being faithful to God to now bring you to this man or woman as a project? Get under the hand of God. Let him make the changes in your life. Let him show you the way. Let him heal your heart. Let him show you who you are, because there's an image the enemy has been reflecting in your mind that is not true, that keeps you in these types of relationship. Let go. Believe God. Stop believing their excuses. When God reveals the truth to you, stop allowing them to lie to you and keeping you in bondage and in darkness and in pain. The Lord loves you. He wants more for you. Stop chasing after darkness.